St. Joseph, the Star of Bethlehem in at least 3 times in 4 minutes. I'm going to have to go the other route, you know. I'm going to have to bang the drum for organised religion. It's the only way I could possibly be, in any way, oppositional. You know, if you'd have been wanting more liberalism, you'd have been using a battering ram on an open door. You could be right. Yes, you could be right. It's fucking, what was there, you know, you're religious. C of E, me neither. Of course, I'm inflicted with a double guilt trip, man. Being like a Catholic Jew. This is very common in the part of Manchester where I grew up, actually. It might seem unusual to you people, but so it's very common in the part of Manchester where I grew up. You go to confession, but you take a lawyer in there. In fact, my parents met as a result of their parents' criminal law partnership. It was a Jewish-Irish firm called Leave Him Alone. Now you've got me, Irish too, Johnny Clarke. So I can put the roots on the odd Yiddish gag, right? There's 3 Jewish lads walking past a Catholic church. There's a flyer nailed on the door, introductory offer for 1 night only, for 1 week only. Anybody can convert to Catholicism gets £20. One said to the other, hey Murray, look at this, he said. So, as a matter of fact, I've been thinking a lot lately about comparison with religions. I'd like to go and have a word with this guy, come with me. He says, no, he says, listen, it's a free country, you do what you like, Stuart, but I'm going to wait here. And don't be too long. It comes out 20 minutes later. Well, he says, Stuart, did you go ahead with it? He says, Murray, it was a very convincing man. Yes, I did. I went through that converted to Catholicism. Did you get the £20? Is that all you people think about? Hooker opens up in a new town, puts a sign in the window. Introductory offer for 1 week only. Not only will you do anything, but if you keep your request down to 3 words, you'll do it for a £5. Queues round the block, as you can imagine. The first guy goes in, pretty run-of-the-mill, you know, fuck me stupid, alright. Next guy, a bit more kinky. Beat me up. Give them a severe pasting, sends them out of their bruised, but still in his pocket. Next guy, Jewish guy, paint my house.
Yeah!
Jewish guy out of town goes up to this hooker. He goes up to this hooker and he says, if I give you £400, will you give me the worst blowjob I've ever had? She says, £400 gets you a state-of-the-art DJ these days, Mr. Seidelbaum. He says, he's a long way from home, you know, out of town. He says, no, you don't understand. I'm not horny. I'm homesick.
Oh, good. It took a little while to pick up on the
Hooker goes up to this Jewish guy. She says, will you sleep with me for £100? He says, I'm not very tired, but I could do with the money. Happiness Index update. This is a secular thought for the day that the BBC or other videos said, Johnny, you were so controversial on thought of the day. You know, what with all that Bible bashing stuff and that. We've had no end of letters threatening to rip up their TV, their licenses. So, how do you fancy doing a regular podcast? What the fuck's that? Does that involve enemies?
Sorry.
What the fuck do you want from them? No, it's a question. He explained it, but my eyes glazed over. Listen, can I write it down? He says, yeah. He says, well, we want you to do like an update. He says, have you heard of this EU directive? It's called the Happiness Index update. I says, listen, that's the only place I part company from the American Constitution. Apart from that, I'm a total patriot. But that pursuit of happiness shit, I says, that's not the nature of happiness. Happiness isn't something that can be pursued or captured or held in prison for any length of time. It isn't by its very nature fleeting. It is the one target that one only has to aim at. That's fucked up. That is like fucked up, yeah. I will hawk small bitch.
I know, carry on.
Excuses, yes, that is well paid. So I went ahead with it. And here it is. I've only got 2 episodes. Happiness Index update, it's called.
Shut the fuck, no you're not there.
And here it is. I eat too much and the food I eat isn't good enough. It's expensive and the portions are too small. I don't have enough sex and the sex I have is apparently could be better. I tried to live out my dreams but none of them makes any sense. Apparently, 3 out of 4 people make up 75% of the population. But what does that prove when 80% of all statistics are made up on the spot? There are more and more suicide bombers, and consequently, less and less suicide bombers. This is the third time we got a government nobody voted for. And yet still we are not happy as a nation. Before I get enmeshed in the culture of complaint, I'll sign off on a positive note. Those 2 dudes that got married, not my thing, but I wish them well. Gay 2. The sun always shines on TV, sang Aha in 1980. This observation has always struck me as inaccurate at best. This morning, however, brought the realisation that Morton Harkett and Co. were residents of Norway, where this could have been the case. Providing one restricted one's viewing habits to local programmes only. This they failed to indicate. On a lighter note, what is more worthless than last Thursday's Newsnight, I wondered whilst watching a section of last Thursday's Newsnight which I had inadvertently taped. With the luxury of hindsight, those hot issues turned out to be just a bunch of shit that happened. I'll sign off with a showbiz scoop. Apparently Phil Collins has laryngitis, so it's not all doom and gloom. you subscribe to that programme? This one's about growing old. It's no fun, but it waits for everybody, hopefully. I say hopefully in a loaded way because I was in Zurich 3 weeks ago. I made sure it was a two-way ticket. Sometimes your close family aren't your best friend. You know, I'm sure we'd all, if we took a vox pop now, I'm sure it would be unanimous when I said that the late Harold Shipman was a cunt. I don't think there'd be any argument there, would there? Over in Switzerland, they got a whole new take on the guy. So it's no fun growing old with these anxieties. Incidentally, if I do go into a vegetative state, don't kill me. And can I please get a Tanqueray over ruts with a slice of lemon? Thank you very much. Thank you. With V8. Hey, give me some snappy peppers. It's too boimy. Got any shrimp? Yeah, this one I wrote this after I went to the doctor's last, sometime in the recent past. He said, John, you got bronchitis and Alzheimer's. I said, look on the bright side, I haven't got bronchitis. There are 3 advantages to Alzheimer's. The 3 advantages are, you can hide your own Easter egg, number 1. Number 2, you get to meet new people every day. Number 3, you can hide your own Easter egg. This one's called Things Are Gonna Get Worse. Want me worried, I should care, shit the brains, why up the hair, I seen the future, I ain't there, things are gonna get worse. Velcro slippers and a spandex vape waistband, washed up on planet wasteland, zipped up like a nylon spaceman, things are gonna get worse. Things are gonna get worse, nurse, things are gonna get rotten. Make that hearse, reverse, nurse, I'm trying to remember everything that I've forgotten. I'm a menace in the box, I was good in the air, now I can't get up from an easy chair. The doctor told me, oh yeah, things are gonna get worse, things are gonna get worse, nurse, things are gonna get crappy. Colour me perverse, nurse, bad news always makes me happy. The money's gone, there's just the muck. Social services past the buck, how bad does it gotta suck? Things are gonna get worse. Things are gonna get worse, nurse, things are gonna get dismal. Smite me with a curse, nurse, make it something real abysmal. All that's left is the taste of soup after them reruns of that troop and a painful brain with a built-in stoop. Things are gonna get worse, things are gonna get worse, nurse, I ain't optimistic. With a mouth like a purse, nurse, and a bungalow smelling of piss and biscuits. Life's a bit, shit's a bit rich, doubled up with a permanent stick. Cherry kind of effort will be sold. Last ditch, things are gonna get worse. Young people make me swear, you can't take me anywhere. I'm like a breath of fetid air, I'm medical scare. Things are gonna get worse. Things are gonna get worse, nurse. Murder by statistics. Take us back to the first verse, the last one's just too pessimistic. Euthanasia, that sounds good. An alpine neutral neighbourhood, then back to Britain all dressed in wood. Things were gonna get worse apparently.